I want to know, do your kids listen to your music?
Yeah.
They do?
Yeah.
Female rap has got to go. We are literally witnessing a complete degradation of Black women, and quite frankly, it is spilling over into other communities as well. And they're all doing it willingly, proudly, which is disgusting. The image of a Black woman used to come with pride, with power, with dignity. Now the image have been hijacked and traded in for prostitution music, stripper culture, and social media stupidity. What we're watching isn't just embarrassing. It is spiritual decay dressed up as empowerment. And I'm sorry to say this. Actually, I'm not sorry. These women need to be stopped. And to be clear, this isn't just about music. This is about identity. This is about influence. This is about the children coming up being programmed to think that this is okay, that this is cool because their mothers and aunties and grandmothers have already been programmed by the system to see wisdom as weakness and whoredom as strength. The behavior coming from these female rappers, these people that are encouraging it is all disgusting. And this is not to say that male rap isn't disgusting too, but let's be real. The men aren't the ones that's raising these children. And I'm saying, if Black women will embrace someone like Sexy Red into the community, celebrating her, a girl that sells gonorrhea lip glosses, raps about hoochie coochie, and just glorifies dysfunction like it's some type of cultural currency, then the culture has no hope. We are in full cultural collapse, and everyone should be alarmed. Let's stop calling it female rap and call it what it really is. Prostitution music. These women aren't just rapping, they're marketing dysfunction, they're branding disease, yellow discharge lip gloss, gonorrhea lip gloss, literally STDs turned into brand identities and sold back to little girls as empowerment. And Sexy Red is the main perpetrator of this. She's the face of it. She's the one that's pushing it. She's the one they allow to sell the dysfunction to them and their children. And the problem is they don't see nothing wrong with it. They don't boycott her, but they want to boycott Target. It is completely disgusting. Even Jennifer Hudson brought her on her show, The Jennifer Hudson Show, a grown woman with a platform and an EGOT, an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony, sitting across from a girl who glorifies STDs and prostitution and embracing her like she's a role model. Let's go ahead and take a look at that exchange.
She met my son.
He's so sweet and handsome.
Thank you.
You got a good.
He was like, can you make him a video? Because I have my son and like 7 of his cousins. And this past summer, I want to say, they wanted to come see Sexy Red. Was it at the Chicago Festival?
Yeah.
They're music kids, so thank you for making
Yeah.
my son's day. They would never forget it. I want to know, do your kids listen to your music?
Yeah.
They do?
Yeah.
The fact that Jennifer Hudson lets her child listen to Sexy Red is all you need to know. They are trying to sell you the idea that this is normal, that this is okay. This is how the elite work. They do not sell dysfunction directly. They use familiar faces to do it. So when you see someone like Jennifer Hudson co-signing it, you think it's okay. You think, well, if she approves, it must be fine. It is not okay. It is not fine. And I'm going to be honest. I think Jennifer Hudson is going right along with the elite's agenda. You don't just get an EGOT like that. That is not a small achievement. It is actually extremely rare. Yes, she has a beautiful voice. I'll give her that. But let's really think about, like, have we seen enough of a body of work to justify all of that? Because something kind of feels off to me. I could be wrong, but just outside looking in, it looks suspicious. There are some questionable things that happened in her life before she got the EGOT, back when she was obese, before she was skinny.
If you didn't kill Jennifer Hudson's family, who did?
I don't know. I mean, I could sit here and speculate to many names and just throw them out there to you. It still won't solve it. Period.
Now all of a sudden she's skinny, she has an EGOT, and she's sitting across on a talk show, her own talk show, praising Sexy Red. Interesting. Really interesting. This is how you know the industry doesn't care about you. They don't care about your family. They don't care about your daughters. They only care about one thing: pushing dysfunction and protecting the puppets who do it the best. And what does the music actually teach? Be unreachable, be uncorrectable, show your body, ignore your kids, disrespect your men, and call that a win. But to be clear, the win is only for the system. The loss is ours. Everyday Americans lose because of this, not just Black people. Because while these women keep rapping about being independent and unbothered, they're dragging the image of Black femininity deeper into the gutter with every verse. And like I said, it's not just the young ones. It's the adult women, the 40 plus crowd, the aunties and the grandmas. Grandmas reposting it, mothers dancing to it. Little girls have these lyrics memorized, but they cannot read a book. Amazing. What we're witnessing is not music culture. It is identity warfare, and the battlefield is in the mind of the next generation. This is not about music. It is about erasure of dignity. It is about replacing power with promiscuity. And it is about turning the divine feminine energy into a dollar store whoredom and selling it to a dying culture as if it's liberation. Because this isn't a red flag anymore. It is cultural suicide. So I want to talk about what happens when you normalize parasites like Sexy Red, because she's not just one person. She is a gateway to a cultural collapse. And now we're seeing the clones, we're seeing the monsters, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of those monsters now. I'm not playing a sound on this because, quite frankly, it is beneath all of us, but I'm going to walk you through what they are saying and brace yourself. So they're outside of KFC holding chicken boxes in 40s, rapping about Plan Bs and how they're tired of taking Plan Bs because the men won't stop ejaculating in them. I am not kidding. And they're talking about how they need money in order to basically have their time, and that their man knew that they were whoring before he met them. So he should just, I guess, be okay. I don't know. The music and the lyrics is quite disgusting. So I don't suggest anyone listen to it. I think it should be banned from the internet, even though I am pro free speech. But I'm just saying it is quite disgusting. Nothing about this is culture, and nothing about this is anything to be proud of. And quite frankly, these girls should be ashamed of themselves, and Black people should be ashamed for allowing this to even exist publicly. I am not going to ignore the fact that this girl is 500 pounds standing outside of a KFC. She should not be eating. I cannot, with the most bottom of the barrel women being put on Front Street. I don't care if they're just doing it randomly or if somebody is paying them, but it needs to stop, because the amount of dysfunction being normalized in the Black community is off the charts. And the fact that these women feel okay posting this type of content, it just shows you how far we've fallen. But it gets worse. There's another one. She's like a Sexy Red clone, and she's out here singing about she can't wait till she drops her baby. Let's take a look at her. Brace yourselves. So as you can see, she has the full stripper aesthetic. She's clearly pregnant with a bikini top on, and just the most disgusting look ever. Apparently she's going to buy a truck and pop out. I don't know what that means. Honestly, I don't know. I don't want to know what it means. But I have to say, I hope she plans on being a mother. I mean, I think that's the most important thing she should be thinking about. But judging from this performance, I highly doubt it. And to be honest, I don't know if she deserves to be a mother. I don't know who's raising this girl or who's encouraging her to do this, but this is just completely disgusting. And this is what happened when we normalize parasites like Sexy Red. You breed cultural monsters. But this is what happens when culture rewards dysfunction and confuses disgrace with empowerment. This isn't just a Black issue anymore. It is a full-blown cultural virus. What started as stripper rap, baby mama glamour, and lip glosses named after STDs has officially infected everything. Dysfunction has gone mainstream, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Let's take a look at this clip of Bad Baby. She is the Catch Me Outside girl from Dr. Phil, and Alabama Barker is Travis Barker's daughter, and they were beefing because allegedly Travis Barker's daughter slept with her baby daddy. I don't know, but instead of handling it in private like adults, both of them ran straight to the internet and dropped diss tracks. Not just sneak disses, full-on songs surrounded by girls and dudes with trash talk. Okay, they are twerking, they're name calling, they're flexing. Like, it looks like some hood stuff. Okay, it's everything we've come to expect from today's low effort, low value female rappers. Let's take a look at Bad Baby's video. As you can see, she has on this two-piece and she barely has anything on. I have to take out the parts where she is completely naked, but she is just surrounded by a bunch of people, and she has this hood aesthetic with, you know, I don't know what she got going on, but she's just dissing the other girl, calling her a whore, and she's just basically saying that she slept with her baby daddy and that she would beat her and all of this stuff. Like, essentially just a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo. And the same thing for the Alabama Barker girl. We're going to take a look at her. And mind you, she's from Calabasas, okay? And she's doing exactly the same thing. As you can see, she is just essentially saying that she won't have to touch her and she'll have people do it for her. And, she's getting white girl wasted. And it's just a whole mess, okay? This is cosplay on both ends, and this is privilege pretending to be pain, and this is exactly what the clone effect looks like. Dysfunction doesn't stay contained. It spreads and it gets imitated. And now it's trendy to act like degenerates no matter what background you come from. We're not just watching a cultural war, we're watching an identity crisis. Girls raised in stability are imitating chaos. Girls with babies are beefing like they're in homeroom. And the sad part, people are eating it up like it's some type of empowerment. But this doesn't empower anyone. It doesn't heal. It doesn't elevate. It's spiritual decay with a beat and a filter. And let's be honest, if this is what's going viral, then the artists aren't the only ones to blame. The audience is too. We've hit cultural rock bottom when Glorilla wins a gospel award. I am not kidding. This is the woman who raps about being promiscuous, sleeping with multiple men, disrespecting men, acting masculine, and proudly promoting dysfunction. And she's being celebrated in the name of God. I don't know if it's because her middle name is Hallelujah, but it is embarrassing. And the real problem is nobody is allowed to say that because Black women run the culture and the culture has made itself immune to correction. You say something, you're a pick-me, a self-hater, a misogynist, anything but right. And let's not act like this only applies to men. Even when other women say something, they get attacked because the second you criticize this kind of madness, they hop on you like a pack of hyenas. They don't want truth. They want obedience. They don't want no correction, no reflection, just microphones with no mirrors. Everybody's performing, everybody's clapping, but nobody wants to listen. They defend the most degenerate behavior, and if you dare say something about it, you're automatically the enemy. And let's be honest, accountability is dead when it comes to Black women. They only listen to the people throwing money at them, and even then, they don't listen. Ask the men paying their bills, or the women trying to warn them, or anyone who holds up a mirror, they get chewed up for it. Because in this culture, validation means more than values, and being loud means more than being right. So when dysfunction gets a standing ovation for a gospel award, that is not progress, that is clown world, and I mean it. If you're anything like me, you're tired of watching the circus, tired of seeing the dysfunction dressed up as personality, tired of watching grown women act like children, and tired of children acting like they've never seen a book. And everybody wants to clap like it's something revolutionary. Let's be clear. None of this is okay. It is just loud, embarrassing, and spiritual bankrupt. Like, it is disgusting. We have girls rapping about the most disgusting lyrics and have children repeating it. And we're supposed to call this growth? Please. The mothers are cheering it on. The daughters are copying. And the men either stay silent or get crucified for trying to correct it. But me, I'm going to keep talking because this isn't about music. This is about culture. This is a psychological takedown dressed up in lashes and lip gloss. If you think that this is harmless, you are not paying attention. If you think that this is just entertainment, you have already been programmed. And if you get offended by what I said, good. Because maybe, just maybe, that offense will do what applause never did. Make you think. I am Carmen JC, and I am not here to stroke your ego or tiptoe around the truth. I am here to hold up a mirror. So go ahead and like, subscribe, and share this with somebody who needs to wake up. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time.
Conscious culture, we awaken and we learn. Fire in our spirits, watch the system as it burns. Question every lesson, let the real truth return. We break the mold, and now it's our turn.